Welcome to Garden Luxe, where elegance meets creativity in outdoor living. Today, we'll explore artistic garden pot arrangements that transform any backyard into a sophisticated sanctuary. Stay with us for inspiration, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to share your thoughts and ideas with our community. A serene backyard opens with terracotta pots arranged in balanced tiers, their earthy tones blending harmoniously with cascading ivy and lavender blooms. Golden sunlight highlights stone pathways, while tall ornamental grasses add movement. The arrangement feels like a living sculpture, celebrating both artistry and nature in perfect sophistication. Along the edge of a tranquil water feature, ivory ceramic pots rise gracefully, each filled with ferns and trailing vines. Reflections ripple on the surface, adding depth and elegance, while dappled sunlight enhances the greenery. The composition radiates serenity, merging natural textures with refined design in a sophisticated backyard setting. A broad courtyard view captures minimalist concrete planters arranged geometrically, each holding boxwood spheres and hydrangeas. Cool stone contrasts with lush greens, while lantern light washes over surfaces. The balance of sharp lines and organic forms creates a timeless atmosphere, blending contemporary design with natural garden artistry in harmony. Clustered beneath the shade of flowering branches, rustic clay urns host roses and silvery eucalyptus spilling gracefully. Moss frames their bases, softening textures against cobblestone flooring. Shadows stretch gently, transforming the arrangement into a painterly scene that combines rustic charm and romantic refinement, elevating the garden's natural character. Oversized bronze-finished metal pots anchor a sunlit vista, each filled with ornamental palms swaying in a warm breeze. Gravel pathways shimmer under daylight, while fragrant jasmine climbs a pergola nearby. The result is a resort-like sanctuary, where bold modern vessels meet lush greenery for striking garden sophistication. At the heart of the backyard, blue-toned ceramic pots flow like cascading water, filled with foliage in complementary shades of green and teal. A backdrop of trimmed hedges frames the arrangement, while reflective lighting shimmers across glossy surfaces. The display exudes freshness, blending color harmony with timeless artistry. An expansive lawn highlights terracotta pots filled with colorful succulents arranged in rhythmic patterns. Their spiky silhouettes form mosaics of texture, framed by gravel pathways and stone walls covered in magenta bougainvillea. The scene feels sunlit, vibrant, and Mediterranean, combining structure and spontaneity in a joyful garden composition. Tall ceramic vessels stand elevated on pedestals, filled with ornamental grasses that sway gracefully in the breeze. The arrangement borders a limestone patio, where golden sunset light schemes the textures of leaves and pottery. Architectural strength blends with natural softness, forming a striking balance in the backyard landscape. Curved garden steps are lined with terracotta amphory overflowing with ivy and petunias. Earthy hues complement nearby lavender fields, while boxwood hedges frame the arrangement with structure. Sunlight illuminates each tier, highlighting depth and layers in a scene that feels both classical and refreshingly modern in design. A sleek wooden deck is defined by bold black pots holding ornamental kale and silver-toned foliage. Their polished surfaces reflect delicate light, while surrounding greenery softens their bold geometry. This composition fuses minimalism with lush vibrancy, creating a dramatic yet refined focal point for the garden's atmosphere. Across a gravel terrace, taupe ceramic pots house perfectly pruned topiaries, their rounded forms casting gentle shadows. Soft evening light enhances their contours, while rhythmic spacing adds symmetry. The arrangement radiates elegance and timeless sophistication, transforming the garden terrace into a serene gallery of natural sculptures. A rustic stone wall becomes a backdrop for terracotta jars overflowing with herbs. Fragrant rosemary and thyme spill gently over their rims, releasing earthy aromas into the air. Golden light highlights textures of pottery and greenery, forming a warm and inviting display of rustic charm and garden artistry. A wide view reveals jade green glazed pots filled with blooming camellias along a gravel path. The glossy vessels reflect sunlight, contrasting with matte stone beneath. Vibrant pink blossoms glow brightly, adding romance and color to the scene, enhancing the garden's vibrancy with elegance and lively energy. Staggered concrete planters define a sunlit courtyard, softened by ivy and white blossoms cascading over their edges. Shadows from a pergola fall in crisp geometric lines across the flooring, weaving architecture with greenery. The composition radiates sophistication, balancing modern forms with natural movement in a cohesive outdoor design. At the center of a manicured lawn, terracotta pots brimming with geraniums form a radiant circle of color. Surrounded by tall cypress trees and trimmed hedges, the scene glows under bright daylight. The Mediterranean character shines, offering freshness, symmetry, and vibrancy in one charming focal point. Lining a reflective pool, tall white planters filled with sculptural agaves create striking vertical statements. Their sharp green leaves contrast against smooth matte vessels, mirrored perfectly in the still water below. The serene arrangement captures symmetry, elegance, and balance, enhancing the garden with sculptural precision and tranquility. Sandstone walls provide a rustic frame for terracotta urns filled with cascading geraniums and ivy. The golden light of late afternoon highlights subtle cracks in pottery and stone, enhancing their textures. Lush greenery softens rugged elements, creating a timeless arrangement infused with natural vibrancy and layered depth. A wide courtyard features cylindrical slate-gray pots filled with bamboo swaying gently in the breeze. Their rhythmic placement and vertical lines add movement and harmony, while gravel flooring reflects soft evening shadows. The composition exudes calm, blending architecture with natural elegance in an understated yet sophisticated garden scene. Turquoise-glazed ceramic pots line limestone steps, each filled with marigolds glowing in golden tones. Vibrant foliage adds contrast, while sunlight filtering through trees creates playful patterns on the stone. The arrangement radiates joy and celebration, infusing the garden with uplifting color and texture that feels festive and inviting. Soft lantern light surrounds terracotta pots filled with lush ferns and trailing ivy, grouped elegantly around a central fountain. Water sparkles as it flows, reflecting subtle highlights across stone and greenery. The atmosphere feels timeless and serene, blending natural beauty, light, and texture into a warm evening garden setting. Thank you for joining us on this journey through creative pot styling ideas for a refined backyard. We hope these visuals inspire your next garden transformation. Remember to subscribe for more design inspirations. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment with your favorite arrangement.